Hello everyone, it's Jessica with a cherry on top, and today I am participating in this month's YouTube Hop using an older collection, I guess it's considered older now, called Stardust by Jen Hadfield. And this month's YouTube Hop theme is what inspires you to create. So I am inspired by a lot of things. I may see something that someone else has, or a technique that they did and be inspired that way, or by a sketch that may inspire me. But for this particular one, this is my favorite way to be inspired, actually, by the photos directly or colors in the photos, and by a specific piece of paper. So this paper, when I saw it in the collection and originally purchased this collection, I immediately knew that I wanted to take this paper and cut it all apart and piece it back together. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm cutting out all of the pink pieces because it's really funny. I am actually doing a girl-themed layout, but I'm taking out all of the pink pieces and making it more boy-themed colors. I guess I'm just used to scrapbooking boy layouts since I also have two boys. But this one is a girl layout. These are two photos of my baby girl during her newborn photo shoot. She's now 2, so I'm a little bit behind, I know, but it's okay. So I've got two beautiful photos of her that I want to use today, and she had like a boho kind of photo shoot, and it had lots of orange colors and creams and lace and different things like that. So I thought these colors in this paper are just absolutely perfect to go with those photos. So I've cut this apart and had all their little pieces and their colors. And then I've just roughed up the edges using my edge distresser. And then here I'm just pulling up the actual edges up off the paper and just kind of bending them up a little bit on both sides. So I was going to do some machine stitching along the lines of each of these pieces, but I ended up not doing that because I just really liked the way that they looked without the machine stitching. I didn't want to mess with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and mat my photos at this point and use these two photos today and just mat them with some textured white cardstock, which is actually what I'm using on my background as well. I've got this acrylic title piece by Color Cast Designs that I'm going to throw on here for my title to make it super simple today. And I've got all these little bits and pieces of ephemera from this Stardust collection that I'm going to just kind of pick through and see what I can use on this layout to kind of fill it up. So I'm going to grab some sequins at the end of this video by Catherine Poehler, and I'll use those, and I've got some embellishments here that I'm going to throw on as well. So I'm just sorting through this little die cut pack. I'm just seeing what I want to use to embellish around my photos, but my background is pretty busy, so I'm not going to add a ton of things all over the page. I'm just going to stick to some clusters. So I'm just pulling out some embellishments here, just trying to find some things that I may want to use that kind of go with my photo. I love that little banner piece, so I'm actually going to use that below my title to kind of create a cluster under the title piece, and then I'm going to create another cluster on either side of my photos, maybe add some tabs and things to the top of my photos. I was debating on adding some things into the colored sections, but in the end, I actually didn't really add a whole lot. I just added a bunch of sequins kind of here and there to create some randomness. So I have the sticker sheet here, or sticker book from this collection. I'm going to grab a couple things out of there, probably some flowers, maybe some of those little diamond shapes, and add a few of those here or there. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and stick my photos down because I know this is where I want them to go, and I just need to build around my photos themselves. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and stick those down at this point. And I applied quite a bit of my tape runner behind there because I had those roughed up layers there, and I ended up needing to flatten them out to stick my photos down. I didn't use any foam tape to pop them up because my title piece is acrylic, and I didn't want it to have to overlay on my photos and go from flat to popped up and end up breaking the title piece or something like that. So I ended up just keeping my photos flat to the paper and just pushed them down. And then here I'm going to add a couple of these embellishments just using my Nuvo glue, and I'm going to pop a couple of these up as well using some 3D foam squares. I found this cute little butterfly in one of the other embellishment packs here on, I think it was like one of the sticker sheets or something, that I'm going to add, and I have that little star there that I'm popping up as well. So this month's theme is what inspires you to create. You can be inspired by so many things. So a sketch could inspire you, or you can scrap lift someone that you love, something they did on a layout or a mini book or something like that, and use that as inspiration. I have found inspiration on like advertisements as well, where I just really see an advertisement and just love how it's put together. It may have a specific color scheme that inspires me, or the design of the advertisement may look like a scrapbook page to me. So I use that as inspiration. And there's just literally so many things that we can be inspired by. I saw the other day someone was, I don't remember who it was, but I saw someone was inspired by a restaurant and created little ornaments in a December Daily album to mimic the way that the restaurant looked. I think it was a pizza place and they had like pizza ornaments or something. And it just was so cool the way that she took that out for inspiration from the restaurant directly and ended up using that in her December Daily album. So I thought that was really cool. But I am inspired by pretty much anything and everything. Whatever gets that mojo flowing is good for use in my book. So anything that gets my creativity juices flowing and gets me doing all of the things and getting my photos documented, that's what's most important to me. So oftentimes you'll see me kind of flip around through different projects like mini books, my 52 favorites albums. I have several of those going that I want to get finished up this year. That's one of my goals for 2025, is to finish up some of these unfinished projects that I have laying about, and just get some of these things cleaned up. And also I would love to get my 2019 albums finished. They're almost done. I just need to do some more pages in them to finish those out, but I need to work on those and my 2020 albums. So those are the things that I'm going to be reaching for, hopefully first in this year. So I'm trying to get some of those done, and I'm really seeking inspiration for those specific projects. Here's those sequins that I was talking about. These are by Catherine Poehler, and it's kind of like an orange mix, and I just love them. I think it's called Venus, if I remember right, and I'll link it below just in case anybody wants to grab it from the Cherry shop. So I'll link everything that I've used below that's still in stock in the Cherry on Top shop. In case you want to grab anything from those links, it'll just go directly to the products if they're still in the store. So I am just going to add these using my sequin tool and my Nuvo glue, and then that's going to finish this one up. So it was pretty simple. It came together fairly quickly, which is exactly what I needed today. I needed a fast layout to get me going because this is my first layout for January, and December I really slacked off and just kind of had a really chill December. I took a bit of a break, so I just did the bare minimum. So this is really kicking my mojo into gear for 2025. So happy New Year, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope I've inspired you to create something. Be sure to hop along on all the videos down below in the description for a chance to win a $25 gift card for a Cherry on Top by leaving comments. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.